Tonight, we dug deeper into the 800-page report into widespread cheating at Atlanta public schools.
A scandal like this, you don't do that unless you have something to hide.
The ways principals and teachers allegedly cheated and the threats they made to cover it up. Good evening, I'm John Bachman.
And I'm Linda Stouffer. Justin Farmer and Jovita Moore are off tonight. The report also implicates former Superintendent Beverly Hall. It states Hall knew about the cheating accusations on the CRCT and either ignored them or tried to hide them. The report found 178 teachers and principals cheated. The cheating occurred at 44 of the district's more than 100 schools. Channel 2's Eric Phillips begins our live Team 2 coverage at Atlanta Public Schools headquarters.
Linda, this is an absolute bombshell for Atlanta Public Schools and for the city of Atlanta as a whole. We have spent the evening, a team of us at the station have spent the evening combing through these records trying to find exactly what investigators say happened here. And we know that 30 educators have confessed to cheating on CRCT tests. And they say this has hurt thousands of students over the last decade and that many of the accolades that Atlanta Public Schools has received during that time have all been based on a lie. Throughout the night, Channel 2 Action News producers and I poured through the 800-page report. It details how, according to investigators, a culture of fear and a conspiracy of silence infected Atlanta public schools for a decade when it came to correcting CRCT test answers. Here are just a few of the findings. Changing of answers was often done at weekend gatherings at so-called erasure parties. Children were denied special educational assistance because their falsely reported CRCT scores were too high. And during testing, teachers pointed to the correct answers while standing at the students' desks.
Total disappointment that the city isn't in better control of the schools and that our teachers and principals don't have more integrity.
According to the report, Parks Middle School had the most educators accused of cheating under the direction of then-principal Christopher Waller. The report says scores improved dramatically when Waller arrived there. Meanwhile, answers were allegedly being changed in 2006, 7, 8, and 9. And that Superintendent Beverly Hall knew or should have known about it. We went to Dr. Hall's home, but no one answered the door. Same thing at Principal Waller's Atlanta home.
I think it's an embarrassment to the city.
The report also gives specific examples of teacher intimidation from those in leadership. It says Dunbar Elementary test coordinator Lyra Middlebrooks threatened the teachers that if they told investigators what happened, she could place a lien on their house or get them at their car. Usher Collier Heights Elementary principal Gwendolyn Rogers reportedly told teachers, if Johnny does not know how to read, he better know how on test day. And the report also says that the lawyer for the school district over the last several years, their main job has been to provide Dr. Beverly Hall with deniability. In other words, a way for her to deny any knowledge or wrongdoing where all of this cheating is concerned. However, the report does say very clearly that Dr. Hall knew or should have known about everything that was going on. That is the very latest live in downtown Atlanta tonight. Eric Phillips, Channel 2 Action News, Night Beat.
Governor Deal sent the cheating report to prosecutors in 3 metro counties, saying that's where possible criminal activity occurred. And the interim superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools promised swift action removing people involved.
This angers us all. It is hard for us to quantify and often express that anger. But as Ms. Muhammad said, these people are not going to be put in front of children again.
Less than a week on the job, and Errol Davis is promising to quickly remove teachers and principals involved in the CRCT cheating scandal. Atlanta Public Schools interim superintendent says he will go over the 800-page report in the next 2 days.
It's not rocket science, and it's clear that it's going to involve the removal in a very short period of time of those who have created or helped create or participated in or should have halted this scandal.
In all, the report, which Governor Deal released Tuesday evening, lists at least 178 teachers and principals who cheated. Governor Deal called the report troubling.
Testing and results and targets being reached became more important than actual learning on the part of children.
Superintendent Davis says Thursday he will meet with the school board and give them recommendations on what to do next, which, as you heard him say, will likely mean removing nearly 200 teachers and principals. As for any criminal charges from the investigation, that decision is now up to the Fulton, DeKalb, and Douglas County District Attorneys. The Fulton County District Attorney's Office issued a statement saying it will begin a thorough review of the case. And today, we talked to an Emory University ethics professor who expects indictments.
Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed wants to talk about the cheating report. He couldn't today because of a scheduling conflict, but the mayor did issue this statement. This is, quote, a dark day for the Atlanta public school system, and that the report, quote, confirms our worst fears. Atlanta City Council member Michael Julian Bond blames former school superintendent Dr. Beverly Hall.
There's obviously been a culture there in APS that is only about presenting a false good face to the rest of the world.
City Council member C.T. Martin says he's worried how the report reflects on the city's good teachers.